And you came all the way out here? Do you have a ticket for the show tonight?
Yes.
Well, are you going to the afternoon or evening performance?
The evening.
And who do you say ran to you?
The police did.
What did they tell you, honey?
They told us they'd come down there.
And they wouldn't let you come down here? Is that anything to cry over?
When you wait 2.5 years, it is.
And I watched them on television. As they were singing, I couldn't hear what they were singing because the young people were screaming so loud.
Are you really a Beatles fan, or are you here because it's the right thing to do?
I love the Beatles.
I bet there's a group you like better now.
No, I don't like any group better than the Beatles.
Honestly, aren't the Beatles on their way out?
I don't think so. I think they're still strong.
Do you think the Beatles are out of style?
Never. They'll never go out of style.
Tell me the truth now. Which group do you like better than the Beatles?
The Beatles all the time. I love them.
Don't you think this whole Beatles craze is sort of silly and strictly for girls?
No, not really. I think they're very talented musicians and talented songwriters and excellent showmen.
You like them?
Yes.
How long do you think they can last?
As long as they keep playing, they'll last.
You know, Beatles bring joy into the world. They're happiness. We forget our kids when we hear Beatles records. It's fun.
Tell me this. How long do you think the Beatles can last?
Well, I wish they'd last forever. They could bring happiness to everybody.
They're less popular than they were months ago.
Really? I bet there's another group you like better now than the Beatles.
There is.
Which one?
Herman and the Hermit.
Last Thursday night, the Beatles were in town and packed our show out there with about over 14,000 children, a great majority being girls. Now, these are the youngsters from the better homes, because the underprivileged cannot afford $5 a seat, and the reservations were made last April. Some of the parents were there, most of them were not. The youngsters came there to see the Beatles. Now, this court is not a prude, and we know that each teenage group wants to produce its own music, its own dancing, its own heroes. Our own folks, we remember the days of the other heroes who were before us. But the question is, can you take 14,000 children and pack them in to one stadium? And they know they're coming there to get hysterical. And the whole show was based upon producing hysteria. The preliminary acts as well as the Beatles. And then these girls went into a coma. They ranted, they fainted, their eyes were glassy. Some pulled their hair out, some tore their dresses. They threw notes of a very undesirable nature on the stage. Some girls after the performance kissed the stage, and some went up and kissed the very seats in which the Beatles had sat.
Our staff scientists in that moment calculated that this young bomb is generating enough energy to put 3 Atlas missiles in orbit and power 54,000 transistor radios. Some of the fences hold, others do not. A minor miracle is mounted by the fact that there are no injuries spread among the near hysterical crowd. This truly is a social document for our time. 40 young ladies fainted, but authorities feel that some were playing possum, so that they might be lifted over the fence and thus be nearer their idol. The Beatles, who originated as a small-time act out of Liverpool, now have no rivals as the kingpins of the teenage set. You can repeat that loud and long.
Okay, everybody. So I wanted to go over a couple couple rules with you. There'll be no dancing, no running up and down the aisles. Now the women, you can tear your dresses. We're okay with that. So anyway, how many are your first time here? First time. Okay. Well, a lot of you have heard my spiels over the years, so I won't bore you. Well, I will too bore you. What the hell? I only got a couple more of these left in me. So anyway, back in the earlier days of my life, I was in the Navy. Are there any other Navy guys in the house? Okay. Can I get those Navy guys to stand up? Navy people, stand up for me, please. Okay, stay standing. Thank you. Stay standing. Can I get the people from the lesser branches of the service to stand up for me? Yeah, Marines and Marines, Army, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for our veterans and our military. Thank you. I want to single out some people that put on this show that you don't get to see very often. Gary on our lights, he does a great job on our lights. Jordan, he'll be doing the video tonight. Kim is our sound guy, so really appreciate them. And our ushers and our volunteers, they're wearing black when we came in, they were exactly that, they're volunteers. Please give them a big round of applause and be very kind to them. And on a personal note, the first time I stepped foot on this stage was in 1998. And little did I know how much it was going to change my life when I did that. I met my wife here, got married here. Yeah, 2019 we did her celebration of life here. That's not a clap. And then in 2024 we did my granddaughter's celebration of life here. So it's got some very mixed emotions for me. But my time here has run out. So I will be here till the end of the month. At the end of the month, the show that I have been working on for years to try to get together was Stevie Ray Vaughan and Randy Hansen, Jimi Hendrix show together. Finally got it together. Little did I know at the time that was going to be my last show. So please come and see that show because it is great. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great way for me to. What? Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. We've tried to bring you great entertainment over the years. Hope you've enjoyed it. But I'm going to get the hell out of your way now, and you've got a special presentation for Louise Harrison, Georgia's sister.
200 miles to the northwest of London. Liverpool, England, is the place where I was born and raised. In those days, nothing noteworthy had ever come from Liverpool but soccer teams and British comedians. There was little to suggest that out of this place would come 4 young men and a musical revolution that would captivate the entire world. Hello everyone, I'm Louise Harrison. Most of you have probably heard of my kid brother George. Back in the 60s, he was in a pretty famous band. They were called the Beatles. The first time I met George, he was a mere 8 hours old. Not many people know this, but George was actually the first Beatle to set foot in America. That's right. He landed here in Missouri in September of 1963 at Lambert Field, and he came to visit me at my home in southern Illinois. No one who met him then would ever have guessed what would happen 6 months later when George and the rest of the guys came to New York to make their first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show. There were 72 million people watching the show that night. I know you're going to enjoy this show every bit as much as I did on that magical night, February the 9th, 1964, when I watched from the wings of the Ed Sullivan Theatre as my kid brother and his band changed the face of music and the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, Here they are, Liverpool legends.